Okay. McGough survived! Hi, McGough! Which probably gives me a really good listen score, or a better listen. 9. Thug, thug. Oh, that's probably not what I want to go yet. That's Caleb. I'll want to be going there in a little bit. But going there now is probably jumping the gun. I understand you were able to keep Hagen from harm. Good work. Perhaps the peoples of Neverwinter will have more confidence in the Watch and stand up to these criminals. Name was Winch and Caleb. Apparently he's behind the threats. Caleb? The Watch knows him well. I've been looking for an excuse to bring him in. Moved on to extortion, has he? My sources... My sources suspect Caleb of being Moira's man in the South Docks. Bringing him in will hurt her operations there. What are you waiting for then? Do you know where this Caleb is holed up, Lieutenant? We do. I can send some men over now to deal with them. No, let them rest. The sweep through the North Docks was rougher than we anticipated. I'll take care of Caleb. Oh, of that I have no doubt. Very well. The Lieutenant can give you his location. I want you to put a stop to Caleb's activities. He usually spends his time in an alley south of here. Oh, I just saw him! Yeah, I can go talk to him right now. I'll show you the location on your map. And be wary, he's not the brightest of Goyer's game, but he can be brutal.
Yeah?
Okay, everybody fall in. I'll show you the way.
Yeah, I have a really up and cheery type character voice on this character. Oh, look! They're wearing a city watch clothes. They must be weak. NPCs. Wait, so what if they're PCs that are on a watchman mission? Well, then we're all going to die horribly. But no, these are NPCs. They have to be. Because that's the way it is. Here we go. What are you looking at, Hound? The watch isn't welcome here, so get out. By authority of the City Watch, you're under arrest. You've got a lot to learn if you think you can just come here and try to arrest me. Why don't you be a good little watchman and go back to chasing down stray dogs or something? Besides, you got any proof I've done anything? I've been here all day. Well, I was there when your men tried to collect from Hagen. So, I wasn't there. You're wasting my time, and I'm starting to get angry. I can't look. You're coming with me, Caleb, or else I'm not warning you again. It's going to be hard to bring me in if you're dead. Come on, boys. Let's show this watchman who's in charge around here. Back, back, back! I'm an archer. I forgot. I could have just switched to the bow. Somebody's using poison. I'm sure that's what it is. Somebody using poison. Blue, 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 blue. Reflex save. this is where I had it. I failed a reflex save. I don't know what it was, but that's probably why my constitution is low.
Yes. Bonaparte. Okay.
Okay. Well, Caleb is dead. I don't know if that's what Marshal Cormac wanted us to do. What is my diplomacy is 16. Maybe I should have tried that first. Is there what's my cancel? We're not loading. Resume game. Okay, I tried intimidation instead of... What's my intimidation? Yeah, next time let's try diplomacy. You are not a very scary person, Silette. You're very diplomatic. People are only... You're not... You're very lethal, you're just not very scary. You're not all that lethal either. You would be in a paper and pencil game. Caleb's dead. He tried to bribe me and I'd been attacked when I refused. Dead, is he? A shame. If he was working for Moira, he'd have some interesting things to tell us. He didn't really give me a choice in the matter. I believe it. Caleb was never the smartest of fellows. You did well. We now have the opportunity to put a serious dent in Moira's activities and bringing order to this district. Unstable as he was, Caleb still had some control over crime in this part of the docks. Without him, I'm wagering his thugs are now divided and fighting over control of the docks. I want you to deal with it. Keep the peace. The district will see that the city watch is here to serve. What do you want me to do? Our sweep through the North Docks wasn't as effective as we would have liked, but it did reveal the amount of control that Moira's gang has over the district. It also revealed the extent of corruption that has spread through the watch. Many of our men returned to report either they had been ambushed, or more disturbingly, that they had only found law-abiding citizens. I want you to perform a similar sweep through this area of the docks, apprehend any and all members of Moira or anyone else's gang that you run across. I also want you to check in at our guard posts. This is going to be interesting. Captain Brelena has given me strict orders, Marshal. I am not to press the issue with our watchmen at this time. We are short-handed as it is and cannot afford to have men leaving us for Moira's employ. Captain Brelana has also charged us with cleaning the district up, and I mean to do that. Just that. Corruption within the watch certainly encourages the criminal activity. What's the rush to conduct the sweep? Only you, myself, and Lieutenant Rowe know about the sweep. We have the advantage at the moment. If we wait on this, Moira will have time to prepare, and will encounter the same things as we did with the northern sweep. Am I to arrest our own as well? I defer the decision to you, Marshal. Arrest those involved in illegal activities. Moira won't find any allies amongst the city watch if I have any say in it. I understand Captain Brelana's concerns, Lieutenant. However, we must purge the criminal elements from our own ranks before we can effectively clean up the district. Very well. You have your orders. Report back when your sweep is complete. Awesome. And I am experiencing an experience point penalty. Okay. This is what happens when you make changes to what you want to do with your character in the middle of play. I could raise Sorcerer to level 2 and that would get rid of the penalty. It would also lose me another level for pretty much nothing.
Ladies, please, there's no call to lose our tempers over this.
Temper? I haven't even gotten warmed up yet.
Being able to keep a rein on your spells is a sign of discipline, Quara. Something you could never master.
And the instructors aren't here to shield you. Go on. Set fire to this whole street and this sad tavern, and you'll never be able to return to the academy, let alone Neverwinter.
As if I'd want to stay in that prison with you high-nosed witches for another...
You're right. Here among the docks is where you belong, peddling yourself for cheap coin.
Wow! Someone give me a tankard. This is going to get good.
What in the nine hells
Except
did I do to
they're
deserve? Oh, thank the gods
wizards.
you've arrived. Do something. These
And
ladies are about to
sorcerers.
start throwing spells outside my establishment.
That's not going to be a cat fight. That's going to be a an arcane disaster. All right, let me see what I can do about it.
Whatever you do, do it quick. They won't be able to ferry enough water from the harbor to put out a blaze if things get out of hand.
Heatha, I think members of the Watch are here.
Friends of yours, Clara? Sent to bail you out, perhaps?
I don't need anyone's help to turn you into ash.
There's no need for violence. Let's talk
There
about
is
this.
nothing to discuss. Clara has threatened us for the last time, and we will stand for it no longer.
Yeah, if Quara's so superior to us, then I say let her prove it, without the Academy instructors stepping in to stop things.
The instructors? They never stopped me before. You always went running to them, not me. I've heard every word you've said about me. Always talking behind my back, ridiculing me, just because it takes you a shoreman's hour to cast a cantrip.
And you think setting fire to a stable while casting yours is any better, Quara? I practice restraint, not showy, excessive displays.
Yeah, Heatha is simply cautious in her craft. You're the dangerous one, Quara.
If you knew how dangerous I was, then you should have known better than to push me this far.
Now I want to play a sorcerer so I can get to this point. I'm sure there's a better way, another way we can work this out without me and my friends becoming involved.
I would not intervene if I were you, else we'll be forced to stop you as well. We are wizards, you know.
Yes, wizards, from the Academy, but we don't want any trouble with you. Just Quara.
This is right outside my uncle's establishment. If it gets damaged, I damage you.
Heatha, I don't want to be cast out of the Academy if we're arrested.
Very well. This isn't worth it. You're fortunate this time, Quara. Next time, you'd better not let us catch you outside the Academy walls.
Well, you're a bitch.
Come, Glenna. I think we've smelled enough of the docks for one day.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
I didn't need your help.
You're
Those
also a
wizards
bitch.
had it coming.
Maybe not. Maybe so, but not in front of this inn.
Those noble-born wannabe mages are just jealous. They don't like the fact that I can summon more power from my thumb than they can with a day's worth of concentration. They're always staring into their tomes and books, trying to categorize magic. It's a waste of time. It just is. And either you understand it or you don't. It's instinct.
You know, sounds to me like your lessons haven't been painful.
Well, the thing is, I'm not a part of the Academy anymore. I quit. Sort of. After burning down the stable.
Last you should have thought of that before starting a fight outside the flagon. And the damage you caused before they even showed up.
It's the wood you use in the rafters. It sets fire easily. Sorry about that.
Sorry? Oh, lass, I wasn't asking for an apology. You'll be paying me back, you will, for all my lost business, for a tarnished reputation, and for putting me and my kin in danger like that.
What? I'm not working for either of you, ever.
I'm thinking you owe us.
No, lass, you will. Or by gods, you'll bring down a fury from me like you've never seen. And not only that, if you don't, you'll be proving those other girls right. I don't think you're willing to admit you don't have discipline, restraint, or a sense of responsibility, like they claim to have. Besides, I doubt you'll be welcome back at the Academy.
A fellow sorcerer would be welcome.
You want me to help you? Fine, but I warn you, you may not be able to handle me. But if you want to take a demon by the horns, then fine.
She's chaotic neutral. Dusan's lawful neutral. Cora is the epitome of the annoying chaotic neutral stereotype. Despite being listed as true neutral, Nishka is the more rational approach to being lawful, neutral. Now what was I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be patrolling.